Alrighty, welcome to another edition of Trucking My Advice. Alrighty, so we haven't done one in a while, so I'm going to start doing them a little bit more often now. I'm going to get into them and try to give you stuff that's interesting and information that's interesting and useful and helpful. And usually, I mean, that's kind of the whole purpose, isn't it? Alrighty, so I want to talk to you about a little bit about stationery. Now, I know that's a pretty broad term. Oops, I wanted to get this item out. I got sidetracked again, didn't I? I'll get to it. Don't worry, relax. I should have been prepared before I started the video, huh? Okay, so I've said this in the past, but we're going to just go over it again, start the new year fresh. We're also going to go over this year a lot of stuff that I did last year at the beginning of the year, but they were done differently, so I'm going to do them on individual basis and whatnot, and we're going to redo some stuff, whatnot. Okay, so stationery. So, I'm busy, phone. Come on. Okay, so some of the things you should carry. I went to Staples today because I was getting low on pens, so definitely pens. And carry more than one, guys. Because if you have 2, 3, then you don't have to worry about one running out. So anyway, so I bought a pack of 5. I had to look at it. That's pretty sad. Okay, so I got my pens. Black ink tends to be what a lot of companies like you to write in anyways. So get in the habit of using black ink pens. That way, and if you have several, because you guys that are on paper logs, and I'm going to tell you this right now, a lot of companies are like this and will say something, and DOT says it, MTO says it. They do not like to see you start off a log in one color and then go to another color. Okay? Just letting you know. Okay, something else that I carry a lot of, not a lot of guys do this, and we'll get to the other part that they do, is I carry paper clips. Now, they don't cost much. Now, this one was $200. I think I paid, I overpaid probably a little bit, $2.99 for it, I think it was. I know you can get those bigger bulk boxes and whatnot, but I don't like them. I like this little plastic container that it comes in because it's reclosable, so they're not going to fall out. So, because what I do with my paperwork, and I don't have any here to show you, is I don't like to staple it right away. That's another item. Get a stapler with staples, okay? Well, that makes sense if you're going to get a stapler to get staples with it. That was kind of stupid, wasn't it? Okay, so, yeah. I'll staple my paperwork at the end sometimes because I ran low on paper clips. But the people in the office will be much happier with you if you paper clip it. They're not fuddling around because, well, let's face it, when you pull the paper clips out, a lot of times it rips the paper and whatnot. Okay? So to keep your papers intact and whatnot, use paper clips, paper clip all your stuff together, and put that in your trip envelope, and that's what I hand in, okay? And it's much easier that way. I can keep my paperwork together ahead of time. But what I've done now, but to make it a little bit easier for me too, with my receipts and stuff, like, even though I got the clip up there, and that's another thing too, guys, you can get is these little 3M clips. Okay, you can see I've got stuff clipped onto that one there. Okay, now I got to put you back down, and hopefully I didn't mess this up. Okay, so, but I bought, because they always come in handy, is these little thingies. I bought a little case of them. They're like $1. But, can you see? So, you can get the bigger ones, you get the smaller ones. They're always useful when it comes to paperwork and stuff like that. So, I recommend getting them. It doesn't hurt to have it. I mean, we've got the drawer here anyways full of stuff. Another thing to keep is tape. Okay, Scotch tape. A lot of times when you get receipts, they're too small to fit through, especially if you have to scan. You guys that have to scan. Not everyone has to, but some of you have to scan in your paperwork. And sometimes those receipts get chewed up and whatnot in those machines. They don't work so well. What you do is take a blank piece of paper, and you can tape the receipts to the paper. I've done it in another video. I'll do it again eventually. And that way you can scan in your receipts much easier for the small receipts. So that's something you definitely want. So remember, you want pens. This is my advice, guys. You want to make sure you have a good supply of pens. Get some paper clips. It doesn't hurt. Get yourself a stapler with staples. You know, a couple of these clippy things. Don't buy them at the truck stops, guys. They're way too expensive. Go to a Business Depot, Staples, Office Depot, whatever. Get yourself some Scotch tape. Also something else. Scissors, okay? They're always useful. I know it's part of regular stuff. I'm trying to think what else for paperwork wise. I think that's it for paperwork wise. We'll go over some other stationary stuff and things like that for the truck. But anyways, that's my advice, is get yourself set up ahead of time. Make sure you have a good supply of stationary products. Also, oh yeah, the other thing, even though it's involved in other stuff, but get yourself a notepad, okay? That's a definite must, okay? And I'll show you why at a later date thing. Okay, so that's it. That's my trucking advice. We went way over our normal trucking my advice. Try to keep them down to 3 to 4 minutes. We're at already for almost 5.5 minutes here. I'm freaking getting carried away and yakking, and I'm doing the arm thing again, and I don't know why I'm doing the arm thing. Stop, arm. Okay, so we'll talk to you in the next video. Peace out.